A presentation requires an interesting beginning to captivate the audience and capture attention. So, in this video, I will explain to you how to begin a presentation in simplicity, captivating the audience, and also how to end a presentation in a positive manner. You should never address what questions in your introduction. For example, you should not commence your speech with a sentence such as, "What I am going to present today is about employee health hazards." This information is already known by the audience. You should not introduce yourself either, like, "Good morning, I am Professor Richard." Instead, you tell the audience about why you are going to talk about the said topic. Therefore, you should always address why questions that relate to your presentation. You may get your audience to imagine a what-if situation. For example, you may ask your audience to imagine what they would do if they are not getting an adequate amount of financial rewards from their employers. Then, based on the responses from your audience, you might say, "Why I raised this question? Because I'm here today to talk about the impact of financial rewards on employee level outcomes." And also, you may share a personal story experienced by you or one of your colleagues which is related to your presentation. For example, you might say, "It's very surprising to tell you that my university reported 15 suicidal attempts by undergraduates during the last 12 months. Why I disclose this information is because today's presentation is about the psychological well-being of university undergraduates." In addition to these strategies, you may share a joke, use a quote from a well-known person, or play a video that is related to your topic. For example, you may mention a quote in your presentation such as, "There is a very popular quote by Albert Einstein that the world we created is the process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking." Today's presentation, Change Management, is very closely associated with this quote. It is about change management. You should allow your audience to understand the structure of your presentation and the duration of your presentation. For example, if your presentation is about change management, you may tell your audience, "For the next hour, I am going to present to you about why employees resist to change and what strategies you could employ to deal with resistance to change." How you end the presentation is also as important as how you start it. This will inspire the audience to take action on your presentation, which means your presentation should have an impactful ending. You should encourage your audience to think differently, try something new, or take a challenge. Therefore, a good ending should offer a compelling argument with emotional power. So end the presentation with a memorable quote or a personal story, and don't forget to thank and acknowledge the audience. For example, if your presentation is about how to deal with resistance to change, you may end your presentation as I approach my conclusion, I'm sure everyone here has some idea of how changes are incorporated by managing employee resistance. Is anyone willing to share their experience?" So let me ask you again, would you be able to incorporate changes smoothly while your employees resist change? So, in my presentation, I explained to you why people resist change and what strategies we could employ to deal with employee resistance. Let me conclude my speech with a famous quote from Leo Tolstoy. "Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Therefore, my appeal to you all is to change yourself. Then your employees will follow you. In turn, any developmental change is possible within your firm." I sincerely appreciate your attention today. Also, let me thank the senior management for inviting me and providing all the facilities to successfully conduct my presentation. If anyone has any questions, I'd be happy to open up. Thank you. And that is how you make a good presentation. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe for the next video.